104.5 The Team, your home for New York Yankees baseball. Levac and Wolf here. We're joined by Wally Matthews. You got to follow him on Twitter, at ESPN NY Yankees. Wally, it's the beginning of Hope Week. Can you give me anything to be hopeful for as a Yankee fan?
Well, Alex Rodriguez is hitting.
Okay.
All right. It starts and ends there, I think. I mean, the guy, if I recall correctly, has 5 hits in his last 10 or 9 at-bats, including a huge home run the other night in Baltimore. I mean, that's a positive sign. Other than that, they really don't have a first baseman. Although the guy that's filling in for Mark Teixeira, Rob Refsnyder, has a live bat. I will give him that. I think he's a problem in the field. Chase Headley is hitting better than he had back in April, which was horrendous. And I think CC Sabathia has shown that he's actually not a number 5 starter. He's actually one of the better pitchers in the Yankee rotation right now.
Wally, when you look around Twitter and everything, the vultures are circling and starting to, the Giants might want Andrew Miller, and this one might want that. What moves do you expect the Yankees to make?
Probably none, quite honestly. I mean, I think that the one guy that, if they were going to trade anybody, I would trade Chapman, only because he's only going to be a 3-month rental at this point anyway. He's going to be a free agent. I don't think they'll look to re-sign him. He probably has value for a team that's in contention and needs a closer. And out of the 3 guys at the back of the bullpen, I would rank them Miller first, Betances second, Chapman third right now.
So Wallace Matthews with us right here on 104.5 The Team. Where is this team going? Nowhere? Could rebound and compete? Where are we?
It's going to happen. It's going to be a mediocre team the rest of the season. There are going to be times. I mean, look, let's not forget. Maybe 10 days ago they put together 6 straight wins, and everybody thought they were back on track. They're going to do this. They'll win 5 in a row. They'll lose 5 in a row. They'll win 5. They'll lose 3. They'll lose 6, and they'll win 4. It's going to be like that all the way. They're going to be an 81 to 85 win team. They will keep the illusion alive that they're in the wild card hunt pretty much up to the end, which probably will keep them from being sellers at the deadline. I can't imagine the Yankees being sellers anyway, because to do that is basically telling an already half-empty ballpark, don't show up anymore because we're done. We know the Yankee fan for the most part, and I don't want to generalize because I know there are still people in New York who go to a baseball game just to see a baseball game. But for the most part, Yankee fans want to see a team they think is going to win. And if the Yankees become sellers, then they're telling you basically, we're not winning this year, guys, so just stay home. So I think we're going to slog through mediocrity here and ultimately not make the playoffs.
Wally, I know you're a big boxing fan. Big news, of course, Muhammad Ali passing. Do you have any memory about Muhammad that you want to share with us?
Well, I have a ton of memories about Muhammad. I first met him in 1983. Actually, I first met him, 1975 when I was a teenager at a book signing in Manhattan. And as I wrote this weekend, even though I got to know him and interviewed him many, many times over the past 30 years, I never lost my sense of awe of who I was in the presence of. Look, those of us in the business talk to the quote-unquote most famous athletes in the world, like almost on a daily basis. But we get to know them as people, and they're just regular guys. Ali never seemed like a regular guy. To me, whenever I talked to him, I felt like I don't want to sound stupid, but it's like Abraham Lincoln was in the room or somebody. It's somebody that was truly above just the realm of sports. A guy who was, and I know this is cliche because everybody said it always, but transcendent of sports and symbolic of our culture and changes we made in our society in a tumultuous period of time in the 60s. I mean, to me, it was like being in a room with one of the great presidents or Babe Ruth or, Martin Luther King, just somebody that just was beyond that. And I never just felt like I was sitting with just another guy.
One of the things I read about Ali, and I was of age when he was fighting, that I was a Frazier fan, actually, back then.
So was I, by the way.
Yeah, were you really? Yeah, I
was. I liked the way he fought.
Yeah, I wanted Frazier at that time to beat Ali. I don't remember what my emotions were about that, but I read something that Muhammad Ali never turned down a fan for an autograph. Do you know if that's true?
I can tell you from personal experience, when I was president of the Boxing Writers Association of America back in the 90s, we had a dinner in New York, about 600 people there, and Ali was already in the grips of Parkinson's, not very well. We allowed him to come in late, obviously, because he didn't want to be there for the whole 4 hours. It was kind of physically taxing for him. When he came in, everybody at every table got up and lined up for an autograph at the dais. And after about 15 minutes of it, I walked over and said, "Champ, I'm going to cut it off now, just so you can eat your dinner and rest." And he said, "Nope, let them all come." So we had to actually hold the dinner for about an hour and a half while he signed every last autograph.
Wally Matthews joining us right now. Follow him on Twitter at ESPN Yankees. Wally, before I let you go, do you have that like a hip pocket Muhammad Ali story that every time when you're with your buddies, this is the one you pop out?
I do have one, but it's the reason why I tell it with my buddies and not on radio shows.
All right, I told you, follow him on Twitter.
I'm going to have to leave you with that.
All right, Wally, we appreciate your time. We look forward to talking to you as this mediocre season continues.
All right, thanks, guys.